So I recently had a talk with one of my EngVarta users where he shared his problem with me. He was facing some issue with his vocabulary. He said that I am not sure if I am using the right vocabulary to express myself or an advanced vocabulary. I keep on thinking about the right words that I can use in a conversation, and because of that, I get stuck and I lose my fluency. So what can I do to solve this problem? A lot of people are facing the same problem where they do not get the exact word to express their feelings, their emotions, or to point out at a particular object, and because of that, they get stuck and they lose their fluency. By the way, what is fluency? You tell me. Fluency is when you are able to speak in a flow. So just don't break the flow and you have the fluency right there. Obviously, it does not mean that you keep on talking continuously, non-stop without a break. Take a pause when needed. It is just that don't get stuck because you do not know the words or you do not know how to frame a proper sentence. You have an abundance of words. It is just that you are speaking in a mindful way. But then what to do if you get stuck because you do not know the exact right word? Well, let me share my personal experience on how I tackled the same problem a couple of years back. So, about 5 to 6 years back, I had the same problem. I did not have a very wide or a very vast vocabulary. Vocabulary is something that you acquire with time. But when you talk to someone, when you speak to someone, you have to communicate in your vocabulary, no matter how limited it is. So how do you speak confidently without breaking your fluency when you are at a novice stage and are adding words to your vocabulary? So back then I applied this approach. If I did not know the exact word to express my feelings, my emotions, or to point out an object, I used to elaborate. I used to express myself using other words that I already knew. Because there are different ways to express yourself and to communicate or to pass on a message, not just one. So you can use different other words or follow different other ways to express yourself in that language. It is similar to many roads leading to one destination. Let me explain this to you with the help of an example. Now imagine a child who does not know what an apple is, or he is not getting the word apple, and he wants to communicate to someone that he ate an apple recently. Then what will he say? He will say that I ate a round fruit that was red in color, it tasted delicious, it was very nice. So the adult would automatically say, alright, so do you mean an apple? And the child will say, yes, I ate an apple. And he instantly gets that word, apple. Another example can be of the word condescending, which I learned from the Netflix series You. Condescending means when someone thinks that he or she is superior to someone else. Now, before I knew the meaning of this word and I wanted to express this feeling, I used to say, she acts like as if she's above all. And now when I know this word, now I know how to use it and I use it in my regular conversations. So in simple words, if you do not know the exact word or if you are not getting the exact word and you know how to express yourself or elaborate your view or your point, just do that. It is completely okay to take the longer route. Don't sit and think about the right word. Just express yourself. As far as people understand you, whatever you're saying is making sense, I think that is what fluency is all about. So this strategy worked wonders for me because people around me considered me a good English speaker even when I had a limited vocabulary, because I never let it show as my weakness. And do you know how I did not let it become my weakness? Because I always focused on the positive aspects of life. You must have heard about the glass half filled situation. By looking at the glass, you can either say that the glass is half full or half empty. It is your perspective. So if you doubt yourself or if you are thinking that you are not able to use the most advanced vocabulary or the most refined vocabulary, stop doing that. Instead, focus on what you already know. And you will soon realize that when you start doing that, you are able to express yourself in a better way. Obviously, there is always room for improvement. And how will you improve? By listening to people. by talking to people, by taking feedback from people who speak better English as compared to you. So just change that mindset into a positive one and start focusing on how to acquire the language. I will soon be making a video on how you can acquire the language. So don't forget to subscribe the channel. Now let's quickly talk about how to learn words like condescending. I will not be covering this as a topic in this video. Instead, I will be sharing 2 resources with you that you can use to improve your vocabulary on a regular basis. The first one is this article that has the best tips on how to learn and recall vocabulary. And the second one is the vocabulary series by EngVarta, where you get 3 new words regularly in your inbox and then weekly revision and exercises to recall the words that you have already learned. Do subscribe the series if you have not already. Thanks a lot for staying with me till the end. I will see you soon in my next video. Till then, take care and happy learning.
EngVarta, your English practice playground. No judgment, only motivation and constructive feedback. Join today.